Hey guys, Silver here, back in with another action figure review, and today I'll be taking a look at the Thundercats Ultimates Grune the Destroyer, brought to us by the fine folks over at Super7 and my good buddy Evil Villain. Click the link in the description below and hit him up over on Instagram. Let him know Overlord sent you. And with that being said, much like Yaga, who we took a look at earlier today, Grune the Destroyer was another character that Evil Villain was like, you know what, I don't care about this fool, you can have him. As an Evil Villain does. But before we get too far ahead of ourselves, why don't we cut right to the chase and get into meat and taters of this review and take a look-see at all Grune has to offer in terms of accessories, starting off with a pair of grip hands, the appropriate inch for holding weapons. Just fan-freaking-tastic. This hinge is loose as heck, which, sad face. I wanted to put his club in his, right hand, but that is not happening. Because the hinge is loose. Because of course it is. And then we also have a pair of knuckle duster hands. Because Grune likes to fight dirty. That's gnarly. I think in the 2000X series he did have something like this, but they were a little different. That out of the way. You can have him with one knuckle duster and his trusty club, I guess. I think the 2000X one was a little bit better. It was like a giant baseball bat of spikes that extended, of all things. We also have this busted, not bussin', but busted sword here. I think it's Sword of Omens, if I'm not mistaken. And then we also have this busted coin thing. I don't know what this is, but it splits apart. You get two halves, and you know, just for kicks and giggles, you do get a full one. Again, I'm not sure what the significance of this is. Holy crap, it's like a satanic symbol. It's a pentagram. Either way, he does also come with an alternate head, where he's not missing his other tooth there, which, if I'm not mistaken, he's like a saber-toothed tiger, right? Jaga's a jaguar, because his name starts with J-A-G. Just like Lion-O's a lion, and Panthro's a panthro. I figured it out all by myself, but there you go. And then he also has the alternate armor with the Thundercats logo on it. And unlike Panthro, who we just mentioned, his armor actually stays together worth a damn. So there you go. That's your lot for accessories. A decent spread of accessories. That said, that almost makes up for the fact that his articulation is total butts. So taking a look-see at him, a closer look at him. Aesthetically, he looks like freaking Grune, though. He looks really good. Really freaking good. He's got his busted tooth there. I got the claw hands on him at the moment. Find out if that was a good idea or not later, because hopefully the sockets are not getting widened out by those. Sometimes it happens. I will say one thing that feels widened out, this bicep here. What is going on there? Looks like it's not plugged in, but it is. Well, he's got some shoulder pads, big old cat heads on him. Big old cat heads on him. He's got a spiked belt. He's giving Danny Ketch a run for his money with all the spikes he's got going on. And then he's got kind of floppy hips, not going to lie. They are not the tightest things ever, which is very odd because Jaga doesn't have this problem. And I don't think any of my other Thundercats Ultimates have loose hips. I had a little bit of looseness in the knees, but nothing like this guy. Like, he was kind of tricky to pose, so that's no good, but whatever. He does stand okay. It's not great, but as far as his articulation goes, his head, it's on the ball peg or whatever, but getting it to move and whatnot is easier said than done. Shoulders will go out pretty far, considering he's got the pauldrons. It'll rotate forward and back. He's got a bicep swivel. He's got a single jointed elbow with rotation. Again, not as tight as Jaga's. Both elbows. He's got an ab crunch, but it doesn't do anything, and it's kind of loose anyways. But he does have a waist twist. Hips will kick out to the side. Nice tight hinges. But the forward and back is, as you can see, pretty flopadopoulos there. He's got a thigh cut as well as a single jointed knee, which you can bend more than that if you really get in there, but there you go. It's not a lot. It's not great. And then he's got the same old Super 7 below the knee cut joint that's like a boot cut, but not as effective because there's no clearance. And then he's got hinge in the foot with a rocker, almost He-Man looking boots there, with peg holes at the bottom of the feet, which due to his hips, you might want to use those. I'm not too sure on that, but Grune is alright. I expected to like him a little bit more. I've heard some people say that his legs are too long. I don't think they are. They don't look that long. It does kind of feel like they should plug in more, but clearly they don't. So I'm not sure what's up with that. Maybe, you know, they fixed that problem or something. I have no idea when Evil Villain got this figure, so I can't say for sure. But either way, it wouldn't be the first time Super 7 screwed something up, would it? So with that being said, it is time now that we move right along and take a look at some size comparisons. First up, here is good old Grune the Destroyer alongside Jaga, his quote-unquote arch-nemesis. I don't know, I haven't watched the original Thundercats series in a while, so I'm not 100% sure of the plot, but I do believe the two of them duke it out as, what is it, Force Ghosts in the Sky in one episode? Or was that Mumra? Again, my memory be playing tricks on me. But one thing I do know is that he and good old Panthro there, complete with his harness that refuses to stay on because the clasp on the back is not strong enough. Again, if you have this figure, you'll understand what I'm talking about. But one thing I do know is that Grune and Panthro were like brothers, I think, or brothers in arms in the 2011 or 2000X, as it's known in the trade, version of the Thundercats series. And the two of them duked it out quite a lot. So, yeah, there is that. And that is why he is here instead of Lion-O. Don't worry, it's not the last time we'll see Lion-O this week. Getting both of them out of the way so we can make room for our two regulars, the Mythic Legion's Brother Mandibilith. By the way, this Grune is awful tall, and in comparison to the infamous 11th Spawn, he is about neck and neck, maybe. So with that being said, it is time now that we wrap things up with some final thoughts. Overall, and while I do still think that good old Jaga, who we looked at earlier today, is a better figure than Grune the Destroyer here, mostly because he doesn't have floppy-doppy hips. Again, let me know in the comments if that's a problem you guys are experiencing with this figure, or if I just got lucky. I still think that where Grune falls short as far as posability goes, he makes up for in aesthetic and accessories. He definitely comes with a lot of stuff, and he definitely looks like what he's supposed to look like, or even what he looked like before what most of us recognize him as. A good guy. He comes with the alternate parts to make him a good guy, quote unquote, and then he comes with the parts that I prefer to make him evil. So I think that speaks for itself and says that Super 7 tried, but at the end of the day, a swing and a miss, as they say. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Until next time, I'll catch you guys later.